This is undoubtedly one of Ding Junhui's most incredible comebacks from behind. His opponent James Cahill grew overconfident after securing enough points to win the game. James Cahill just had to show off his batting skills at the crucial moment, but unexpectedly I accidentally potted the winning red ball. However, James Cahill seemed unconcerned about this. After all, nearly half of the red balls on the table are hugging the cushion. With such a commanding lead, he simply couldn't imagine losing. He didn't realize he had already gotten himself into serious trouble. Soon you'll regret your mistake. Ding Junhui played a defensive shot, kicking away a red ball and then tucking the cue ball behind the yellow ball. Force your opponent to clear the red ball on the cushion there by waiting for them to make a mistake and miss the shot. Young James Cahill clearly had no idea the danger was approaching, still basking in the joy of imminent victory. And Ding Junhui's next astonishing move. He will learn the price of overconfidence. He will learn the price of overconfidence. At this point, Ding Junhui was trailing by 68 points. To pull off the comeback, he must successfully snooker his opponent at least 3 times to force penalty shots, then clear the table to win the game. In this situation, the optimal strategy is to leave only one red ball on the table, thus maximizing the difficulty for opponents to clear the snooker. Therefore, Ding Junhui must first pot the excess red balls. He successfully potted a red ball into the bottom pocket with an extremely tight angle. This showcases Ding Junhui at the peak of his career. He possesses perfect cue ball control and striking accuracy. Even when facing the most desperate circumstances, they can also find ways to win through their outstanding skills. However, we must not let our guard down at this point, because there's still a red ball near the pocket that needs to be cleared. Let's see what brilliant shots Ding Junhui will produce next. He effortlessly potted the red ball near the cushion. The entire audience erupted into thunderous applause. At this point, only the last red ball remained on the table. This is the perfect setup for snooker. Ding Junhui's remarkable comeback officially began. He hit an incredible shot. The red ball collided with the cushion 4 times on the table. It finally came to a halt on the upper half of the platform. The cue ball was perfectly concealed behind the black ball. He immediately set up a nightmare snooker for his opponent. James Cahill's previously relaxed expression instantly turned very serious. The cue ball was positioned far from the red ball, forcing him to maneuver it around half the table to reach the red ball. Extremely difficult. Unfortunately, his cue ball missed the red ball by a hair's breadth. To make matters worse, this mistake also left Ding Junhui with a free ball. James Cahill, who had been penalized 4 points, stared at the scoreboard with a grim expression. At this point, Ding Junhui only needs to pocket 1 free ball and then the black ball could make up 12 points. This also means that the substantial lead James Cahill worked so hard to build will be completely wiped out. Ding Junhui potted the yellow ball as the cue ball. The cue ball